So welcome to our playthrough of Horrified, and you can watch Greg's rule video for this game. And we've already set up the board.
Shuffling just to show everything's on.
Make it official.
Up and up. Although Jesse has probably shuffled these 1,000 times. Amazed he's able to watch or not.
You can never
hear that sound.
You can never have too much shuffling.
So we're gonna be playing against Dracula, the Invisible Man, Frankenstein, and the Bride. So that's our assortment.
Now 3 is not the recommended number of monsters, right? What would you recommend, Greg, for the number of monsters to play against?
I would recommend 3.
3? Okay. All right.
That's my soft recommendation. I feel like actually, well, we can talk about this. We'll talk about that more in our review as to why our discussion, why we feel that's a good number or whether it's better to go more or less.
And what have you done with Dracula's coffins?
Oh, they're here. They're
all
out
on the right side?
Yeah.
They're not, shouldn't be like this?
Yeah, I like them when they look like that.
Okay.
That was easy. Normally Jesse flips them over and I spend the entire game flipping them back, like covertly. So Jesse kind of picked Dracula because it's very, why did you say, gratifying to smash up his...
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think the Invisible Man's kind of cool. I like the flavor of him. I like that he starts over here at the inn, which is how he starts in the movie, which is pretty cool. And then Frankenstein and the Bride, they seem a little more interesting than some of the other monsters.
They're kind of cool.
Just because they move around more interestingly on the table, you know, rather than have just like the Wolfman is very powerful or whatever.
Okay, now what's this? This is some special thing.
Yeah, that's a precinct overlay. So we basically are saying, hey, police, there really is an Invisible Man. They're like, nah, get out of here.
We have to prove it.
We have to prove it that he's there, and then we can go fight him. Again, there's going to be a lot of spoilers if you haven't been around and haven't watched these movies in the last 100 years. We might be talking about the endings of the movies or some of the events in them. But you've got the Bride and Frankenstein. We got to get them, humanize them. So we have to turn their dials around until they're human or they understand. We're showing them, hey, remember this? This is like an item that you might have had when you were human and not a pile of a corpse that's, well, many corpses stitched together. And then once they're sufficiently remember how to be human, then you can bring them together and they fall in love and they go off the board. You kind of defeat every one of these monsters except for the Bride and Frankenstein. Them you're kind of like...
Those you just match.
Yeah, they go off and love each other.
Them live.
Yeah.
Now, so we could order these any way we want, or do they have to start out in this order? 1, 6, 3.
Oh, actually, that's a very good point. They should be actually in this order. So they should be in that order.
And
so
that's
1, 3, 6.
That's all those numbers are, the orders for them, right? They're not like difficulty rated.
No, they are kind of, because you're supposed to start the frenzy marker moves up in this way. So if the frenzy marker were on one of the later monsters, it's harder.
Okay. And can you remind me again, like, how each goals work? I mean, I know you taught this.
We're going to go through here, and Dracula is going to need 6+.
Always red.
When you're in the space, always red. And you're gonna just smash his coffins to pieces.
Okay.
And then when we've broke all his coffins, he's vulnerable. He can't go back and sleep and repower. Then you can go to his space and do 6+ of yellow, which is kind of cool because that's like the crucifix. I guess this church wine scrolls. I guess it's more like you're using these, like. Back, you demon!
Oh, and reds are the weapons, so you use the weapons to smash the stuff.
Sure. And then he needs yellow items to be shown to him. You'll show him the item. So if you were to show Frankenstein this church item,
anything you want, whatever number, it just moves it that many
twice. But then also you move him twice, 2 spaces away. So you're using that to push him away from the Bride because when they get together, anytime they get in the same space, they're going to raise the terror track here. And the Invisible Man, he's going to be popping around, stalking unseen. He's going to be going around and stealing a lot of items. So we want to be able to pick up those items.
Okay, and where do we put
And then so we're going to be in the precinct, and we're going to
go
show
to the
them,
precinct,
and then we'll lay an item from the inn, an item from the museum, an item from the.
Okay, so it can be any color, but it has to be from the inn. It has to be
from those items, from those locations. Yeah. So you're like basically like, hey, he's been at the mansion. Look at this. See this? Like so if you're to put the from the inn, I don't think you put something from the inn. So you're like, look at this dart. He's clearly held this dart. This is what happened.
Evidence from each place. Okay,
so you put that there. So that's kind of neat. That's the inn. And then when you've managed to convince them, you can take 9+, which is a lot, right? Which is a lot of weapons, and you go and you kill them.
And what's the rule on teaming up for things? Like, if we're both in the same space, can we combine our reds to get up to 9?
I don't believe that's
Or maybe
the
it doesn't
case.
matter because you
No.
would just take
You
from
would
the
just-
person there.
It would
and
cost you
then
an
use
action,
it.
but you would do that. Yeah, I don't think that's ever really come up in our.
Okay.
in our
And
plays.
can we talk about who we've chosen
Yeah,
to play?
I would like to actually. So you took this character, the archaeologist.
I took the archaeologist. He's got 4 actions, and his special ability is he can pick up items from an adjacent space. It sucks them out.
Yeah, I mean, items in this game are like, I mean, the hook of this game, I guess we'll say, because as we're playing through, you're gonna see that like, that's how you win. I mean, like if you have a lot of items, you can protect yourself, and then you can do stuff. But if you don't have a lot of items, you have to like kind of cower away from the monsters, and then it just snowballs.
Yeah,
it's sort of like it's maybe not that word, but you know.
That was just to test YouTube.
That was it. I picked the professor. I'm actually gonna do it this way because I really love the mastermind characters. I love. Like,
you don't have to edit it, so what do you care if you hold it up?
Is it true that we had a lot of conversation about this off camera? This is like sort of a
moving around as you're.
It's gonna like like edit in little. I don't know.
Yes.
So Professor is I love the mastermind characters. I like the dispatcher and the pandemic and stuff. I like to be able to move around to the characters.
Yes,
Fire
I do.
Chief is very similar. I think it just makes a neat aspect of the game where you can I don't really have a lot of strengths on my character. He's actually really good if you're going to play against if there's going to be a lot of villagers come out. So if a villager comes out, he's going to be very useful. If no villagers come out for a while, I'm going to struggle with this character.
You can move me and villager, yeah.
Yeah, any hero or villager.
I mean, being able to move villagers in this game is pretty great.
It is, but if they don't come out, I've noticed that he's very underwhelming in the beginning. So I could be either useless.
Why do you have a second person?
Well, I wanted to show that I was thinking about playing her.
Oh,
I was going to play the explorer, but I kind of think this game is mostly winnable. Like I feel like most of the time we win.
So you've particularly made it hard for yourself?
Well, I just decided not to take like the explorer because I thought it's kind of like, I find that often we win this game without much trouble, but it's fun to it just seems like that was a table.
Yeah.
It's just fun to it's fun to not give yourself like every advantage when you already feel it's not necessary. So that's kind of our little intro there.
Okay. And who's going first?
Well, we can decide.
We get that. Then I have a gift to show Greg.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Is this like the thing that I have at home that I told you about? Oh my God, that's so awesome. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Now I have to check and make sure how many J's are on this.
Well, you
1,
really
2, 3.
should ask if I've analyzed it in the
Oh.
fair die analyzer to see what
Yes.
sides, but I haven't.
Well, yes.
So I don't know how fair it is.
It's funny because I told you I have a die like not this way, but like it says like oldest player, roller,
clever.
and has an arrow and stuff. And I got it at this board game museum that I cannot remember where it was now because it was sometime around
that's
the
a
road.
shame.
I made an extra.
Well, how hard can it be to look
No,
it
I can
up?
easily
How
find
many
it. But I'm
are
saying at the moment I just don't know. But that's pretty awesome. So in typical fashion, I'm just gonna roll this like off the table. Okay, well, Jesse, you're going first.
I go first.
Now I'm extra suspicious of this die. So we need a card each. One of the special.
Oh, we start out with a special thing. Okay.
Yeah. So I've got the show of force. Choose one. Place the creature in any space or move any monster through spaces. Okay, so we're not playing against the creature, but this is kind of cool because like you're not like you're scaring the creature and getting them to go back, which was kind of cool. We just saw. Living in COVID time here, we were able to go to the drive-in, and they had a double feature, which had the Wolfman and the Creature of the Black Lagoon, which was cool to see that on the big drive-in screen, which is kind of cool. What do you have there?
I have Power of the Ancients. Choose one. Place the mummy in any space, or move any monster 3 spaces.
We both essentially have the exact same card.
No, I didn't pay any attention to the art in the previous games, but these are pretty
Yeah,
cool how they each have different art.
Oh, this game is chock full. I mean, like this. If you don't care about this, is like one of those things where I find like if you didn't like the theme of this, you might not like this game. But if you do really know the movies, it really.
But I especially like the art on these, this old style black and white.
I do too. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, is there a limit to how many of these we can have? I forget.
No, I don't think so. And again, I think you spend them fairly quickly. Oh, I started the hospital. I forgot. You put yourself on the docks?
I did, on the docks.
Okay, so let's do it. So let's maybe talk a little strategy. I think it's probably best to concentrate on one monster, to get them off the board.
We have found that, like, you get a monster off the board,
Yeah.
you get some breathing room.
Absolutely, yes, I would agree.
Well, 1, 2. I want to suck up things near people. It would be great if I could get that and get.
Well,
out
I
of
mean,
it, but
clearly
don't see how.
this area is going to be the best for you to be.
Yeah,
Right?
I could go 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I can't. I thought that was a line.
No.
Well, I do want to get away from her. So I think if I go 1, 2, then maybe
3.
3 to get rid of the barn, so I don't have to come back here near these two.
Yeah, and
then leave, go here and
Yeah.
get ready to do this.
I mean, the other thing to consider is that, like, I mean, how are these items going to help you? You know, I mean, there's an awful lot of red items, so it might be worthwhile to start breaking some coffins.
True, but also in the beginning, like just having items that you can suck up
Absolutely.
things good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking 3, 4.
Like it? Okay. Then draw your card.
I draw a monster card. Okay, so it's Abbott and
maybe
Costello.
place it off the in that space
Yeah,
over there
okay.
might be best for the to see.
Sure. So it's Abbott and Costello. First you appreciate the art, and then you put 3 new things out.
Do you want to handle that? Or you want me to do it?
I'll handle it normally, but maybe you do it for this time. Okay, and then Wilbur and Chick, the
Chic, yeah, they're from Abbott. There's Abbott and Costello.
Costello. Great. I mean, if it were up to me, this is how you would watch the monster movies. Watch all the Abbott and Costello monster movies. They're amazing.
It's honestly like one of the more popular. Like it's a lot of people's favorite Universal movie, monster movie is Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello are brilliant. Right? You agree? Like,
oh, it's great. Yeah,
amazing.
and it's great because it's the delivery, and that's how that movie starts. Is they're working in this shop, and then you know.
I do not remember. That.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've placed them out. Now we go through the monster stuff. So first,
I didn't actually put.
You didn't place Wilbur and Chick.
No, I will
Wilbur and Chick go to the shop.
So they want to get to the dungeon. So they start in the shop, which is where they start in the movie, which is kind of cool.
And then they say where they want to go.
Yeah, so they say like the dungeon. So they want to get up to where the bride is up there.
Okay, so Frankenstein moves.
Okay, so what is it? 1, 3. Okay, so Frankenstein is going to go.
Oh, right. He moves 1, and then
he
he
rolls
would
3 dice,
attack, but he's no one to attack. Okay, Bride of Frankenstein moves. She's got only one place to go. And then the frenzied monster goes.
Which is Dracula, 1 space, so that's pretty easy.
And you just make him go.
Yeah, they don't do anything else. Okay.
Okay, and no one attacks, so that's it. This goes in a discard pile.
Yeah, you can put everything. Just move that over a little bit. Okay.
And my turn's over.
Okay, so, I mean, I got to pick up some items. So I would like to move you. I would like to move them.
Oh, look, you're right next to him.
I am. So I'm going to have to...
You can walk through him, right? And it doesn't cause any damage.
I think I'm going to do 1, 2 to pick up the items. I mean, that's a pretty no-brainer, right?
Yeah, as long as you get away from him.
Yeah, well,
yes,
I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, because if he moves, he's going to hit me no matter what, right? If I get 1 space away. So what I'm wondering is should I move him 1 space to you in order for you to go to the dungeon, or I could move him 2, but then if the bride moves, it'll kill him.
Interesting. I'm not sure. I would like to come get these, although I could leave them for you.
I mean, I don't have a strong sense of another advantageous thing to do here.
If I pick up those and then go up here, I can drop them off the dungeon and smash that with my red.
Okay,
so let me
push him towards you, which I can with my special
I like
power
it.
here.
I like it.
That's the third action. And then I'm going to have to move in this direction anyway. I don't have anything to smash this, so I'm going to move up here just with the hopes of being able to be in a better space to do something. Okay. So
Let's not forget we can trigger these.
Yeah, I don't think it's worthwhile now because they're only going to move 1 space back. It's not really going to help us that much.
Except we could keep this guy from attacking you. But you do have stuff to eat it up. So, okay, let's hold on to these then.
Yeah.
And it's not like we can move him that far. We may want to move him to her
I
eventually.
think that's going to help us a little bit more later. Yeah. Although you only have 1 item, huh?
Yeah.
But she could get to you 1, 2, which is a problem. But again, pushing her back 1,
not worth it.
I don't think it's worth spending the card personally. But sometimes it's good to get a leg up. Okay, so we've got. I'll put it over here. We've got 2 items come out, Jesse.
2 items coming out.
And then the hunt is on, so we're not using the Wolfman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Which is cool because it's like the mark. And then
camp.
It's right here.
And
tower is there. She's at the tower. Okay, and then we're going to do the creature, which is not in it, and then Dracula. So Dracula's actually going to go twice. So Dracula's going to move 1 and roll 2 dice. No one's there. And now he's going to move 1 and he's going to roll 2 dice. So.
Oh, he
is this the frenzy monster?
He attacked you.
So yes, he is. Okay, so it's 1 hit. So I'm going to choose to drop an item, probably the church, the wine. Excuse me. Because this is a greater item. So this will go, I'll leave it over here in our bank so we'll be able
Now,
to
if you let him bite you, if you let him attack you, we would go up on this, right?
And I would go to the hospital.
And you go to the hospital. But that's,
So it would,
you don't drop all your stuff or anything?
No.
Okay, so...
it was making more sense to me to take, just to get rid of one item. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come
No,
all the
I
way
agree
back
completely.
here
I
again.
just wanted to remember what happens.
Okay. So that's...
And this thing, this symbol doesn't mean anything? Or it does?
it's just for the Wolfman, but we're not playing against him.
But
so
if we were, we would... What
we would
we
resolve.
would do the thing.
Yes.
It's just telling us the special text. Okay, so it's my turn. So I think what I do is I suck up this, unless you want me to leave it for you. But I think since I'm coming here, I should take it.
No, I think it's a good...
So there's one action.
I mean, that's one reason why I might have decided to just launch myself back here instead of dropping my other item, because if these guys hit me on your turn. But I think it's, you know...
I think I go straight up here. 2, 3, 4. Drop these people off.
No, I think it's a good idea.
So 2, 3, 4. We drop off.
I mean, the only reason I would say so is because you're getting... because you're going to be in the space to get to smash the coffin. Otherwise, I would say let me move in with my special power. But I think I'm going to be in trouble here because I haven't picked up enough items. Okay.
Well,
so
don't forget we've got a bit ways to move these people
yeah,
away from.
So
us
let's.
if we want.
How about this?
Okay. So because I've rescued
you get
one of the villagers.
Now you've rescued Abbott and Costello, and they're so grateful they've given you this special card.
Let's see what it is. It's visit from the detective. Choose one. Place the invisible man in any space, or move any monster 3 spaces. So, because we are playing with the invisible man, we can move it. And do you remember this scene, Greg? Greg is a huge movie buff.
Yeah, I don't remember that scene per se. It's actually one of my favorite of the Universal monsters. Is Invisible Man. I love it.
It's pretty cool. And
Actually,
the new one's good too.
He has the invisible. Yeah, it's really well done. I thought it was great. The Invisible Man actually kills like more people than I think Freddy, Jason.
Is that true?
Like any of the Universal.
He certainly
monsters.
rapes more women.
Well, not in the Universal film. I mean,
that's not
definitely-
condoning that behavior.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't. Universal monsters don't get into that. Although you would, if that would be one fear that you would have with it. But he just derails trains and things, so he kills tons and tons of people.
Why would he do that? Just
because he's crazy. Well,
it drives him crazy.
Yeah, the formula is making him nuts. Okay, so they've given you that card. Your turn is over unless you want to play anything.
I'm considering saving one of us.
Well, I mean, you have stuff to drop. But my concern is that I have 2 people and I only have one.
You have 2 monsters. But we'd have to move both.
I mean, but the thing is, well, I mean, but it's also mitigating the luck or the making your own luck. We could move Dracula 1, 2, 3 spaces, right?
Or down to here.
1, 2, 3. Yes, that's true. 1, 2, 3. And it would just mean that Frankenstein would just hit me. And the only reason I say that is because Dracula is frenzied, so he has 2 opportunities to go.
I think we should do that. I've got 2 cards here.
It doesn't really matter.
I'm okay with moving them.
Like I'll spend my card. It's fine. It doesn't really matter.
Can you play? You can play this on anyone's turn. Okay. Well, either way.
You would know that if you watched the Quick and Dirty Rules.
I had to edit it. I couldn't afford to watch it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah? You want to put him here?
Yeah, I do.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Send him home for
Back,
Christmas.
thou creature of the night. You're done?
You're done. Was that me?
That was you.
Oh, that was me. Okay.
So you want to draw your card?
Okay. The innocent.
This is the little girl who gets...
From Frankenstein who tries to befriend the monster. And he
drowns
her. He drowns her,
throws her into the lake, yeah.
Okay, so 3 people come out first.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'll add her. She's got her little flower.
Okay.
I was at a show once, and this guy dressed up as Frankenstein. He had a little dandelion or whatever. He would go around, or not dandelion, daisy. What is it, daisy? I don't know flowers.
Yeah.
But he had
dandelion.
one just to it was kind of cool.
Daisy.
He would kind of give it to people.
Camp.
Right here.
Okay. Laboratory.
Down there. Yeah.
And graveyard.
Graveyard's right here.
Okay.
Okay. And then we went in a lot of order. So then we place her out.
Right. Okay. Now, unfortunately, Frankenstein moves 1.
Yeah, that's the danger.
You.
Okay, so he's gonna move 1 space in. He's gonna roll 3 dice. Let's see. Okay, so it's 2 exclamation points and a hit. So I'm actually
maybe let them hurt you.
No, I think the terror level is pretty dangerous. But
what do the exclamation points do? We look at their thing.
Yes, we look at their thing, and it's here comes the bride. Move the bride 1 space towards Frankenstein.
That's
so
not so
she's
bad.
going to go 1, 2.
1 space.
Okay, but I rolled 2 exclamation points.
1, 2, okay.
So, and there's, we could see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this game, there's a lot of counting up, so that is the quickest route to get to.
Okay, and then he's
Frankie.
attacking you, so you're going to drop that?
So here's the thing. If I drop it, I'll be here.
You'll have to walk
I'll have to spend
your way.
all my turn going all the way back up, and we'd raise the terror level.
Uh-huh.
If I'm here on my turn, because this is going to end it, right? He's going to go 1 space, right? But the bride goes, but she's just going to go 1 space. I think I can come down here and pick up the items that are in the laboratory.
Okay.
We're going to have to play a card to move her away because she's going to get too close to Frankie. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to drop that item,
Okay.
which sucks.
And we don't put those back in the bag until we run out.
That's correct. Okay,
That
so
matters.
that's Frankenstein.
Now she moves
1, which is very scary.
Right.
And then he's going to
Then
move the Frenzy Monster, which is
Monster,
Dracula, is going to move 1. That's it. Okay, so that's Jesse's turn completed. Right. Okay, so as I said, I should run over and get more items because that's what's going to keep us alive. Yeah. And where is she going? She's going to the camp. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move her to the camp right now.
Really?
With my entire turn.
But you're still there. You're going to get killed again if you stand next to Frankenstein. You got to get out of there, Greg.
No, I know. Let's just weigh this. I can save her, which will give us another card to play, right? And it reduces the chances of her. Dracula's 2 spaces away. Right?
Dracula's 2, she's
2,
1, he's 0.
Right.
And she's pretty safe.
That's true. That's one thing about this set of monsters. You actually do have 4 on the board, which is different than having. So I think that they're only a 3 difficulty, which is kind of surprising.
Well, they don't,
Well, let's look at it this way. I can always move her 4.
Yeah.
Right?
You can move her 4 as long as someone doesn't walk on her, which is pretty rare.
I mean, what I could do, I could just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kind of concerned with picking up enough items right now.
I think you should have items, yeah, and get away from the monsters.
This is the best space to pick up items, but they're also kind of hanging around. So maybe I'll go 1, 2, 3. You like it? I don't really love it, but I don't know what else
I like
to do.
you getting away from monsters.
Um,
and I like you getting some stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4. The nice thing would be to pick up this.
You don't want to be next to this guy, though.
Yeah. I'm not accomplishing any goal, really, of getting this.
Well, you're accomplishing having defense. Like, this game seems like a huge part of it. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. How does it go?
Yeah.
Okay, so in this game, first you get the tokens to defend yourself, then you can go fight the monsters and rescue.
I thought you were just saying that, like, naturally, and that you weren't connecting it to that. I'm like, this sounds familiar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's very rare that I get to make some movie quotes.
That's actually... just a little factoid, that was written based on someone playing Horrified. They were an avid Horrified player, and that's how they... Okay, so that's me. I'm done. I'm not in love with it, but I don't see a lot of choices being surrounded. Which is why I thought he was probably a weaker choice in the beginning of the game, because being able to pick... The Explorer, you can just hop over, just grab all those, and pop somewhere else pretty easily.
She's strong.
Okay. Well, that looks familiar. I think I drew the same exact one a moment ago. So 2 items. Creature goes, and then basically Dracula's going to go twice. So this one is
Pretty
obvious. Since there's only 2 over there, this is obviously the closest way, so he's going to go there. So I should have done... Dracula goes, 1. Nobody's there. Frenzied Monster goes, which is Dracula, which is 1. That's it.
And you've obviously covered this in the rules, but just to remind myself, he'll go towards the nearest hero or villager, and if they're tied, you can decide. And that seems like that's part of the real strategy here is
absolutely.
Like luring things and positioning yourself so that you're closer than...
Yeah, sometimes putting yourself in a position so that you're equal from a villager, so they go towards you instead of villager is good.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you think you're going to win the game and you don't care if the villager dies and you need the guy to get away. All that stuff is a big deal.
Okay. So it's my turn. I want to smash this thing while I'm here. Yeah. And especially since I can smash it with a single 6.
Yes, I think that's great. So you're using the cane from the shop, which is the cane from the Wolfman. He has that silver-headed cane that he gets in the shop. He's so creepy in the movie.
I don't remember that.
He goes, so he says, sorry, this is like an aside, but he says, he's like...
Aside, this is what we do.
He looks...
The asides
he's looking through this telescope at his father's mansion, and he sees a girl like in her room going about, and then like he sees her later and he's like, oh, I'm interested in this pair of earrings. And she's like, oh, I have these. And he's like, no, I like this specific kind. The ones that you were putting on this morning in your like dressing room. And like,
really?
You're like, maybe that's the creepiest way to try to get, get acquainted
those were
with a
different times. When was that movie set? Is it like the
Actually, it came out.
40s,
I think it came out
50s?
like it was during World War II. I think it came out. So I'm not very good with years, but he gets this cane and it's got a head of silver, which is what allows it to be a useful weapon against werewolves. So you're using it against Dracula in this case. You're smashing this thing up.
Smashed it.
He does get it in the love interest.
Turning it to this side.
No, you're giving it to me.
Oh, I take it off the board.
And
we
goes
put
over
it on
here,
the board.
and it's from the dungeon, and we get to put his broken thing there.
It's nice. It's nice to see
I
all
do
the
like
different
it.
things.
That's wonderful.
Okay, that was my first action. As my second action.
But he gets this from the shop, which is what the heroine owns, is the shop. She's the love interest. The female lead is she has the shop as well. So this shop kind of doubles as the Abbott Costello.
They basically threw in every place from all the movies, and
whoever
they're all
made this,
connected now.
we don't know the designers, unfortunately. I don't remember, but like they clearly had a lot of love for this franchise.
What do you think the logic is? Like a company makes a game like Horrified. How does the contractual negotiation work? Do they be like, we'll give you an extra $10,000 if we don't have to put your name anywhere, and we'll give you any credit? Like why? Why not?
Well, I'm just saying we don't know. I don't know.
I know, but the designer's not on there. Like certain games, it feels like they pay the designer to like not take any credit, and I don't know why.
That's very surprising, actually. I don't know.
Okay, that's one action.
Universal might have also said, "Hey, no names on the box." They have to clear that with Universal. I mean, that's part of having a license.
I wonder why. Okay, that's one action. I could go help that woman out, but you can move her better than I can since I don't want to go to the
I can do it in one move, but Dracula's going to come to me. So I almost want to use. I think I'm going to use this now before we even. Is that okay?
To move him?
To move. I don't really want him away.
Well, the other option is for me to get one away and let him come to me.
That's true.
But I like your idea better.
Well, let me hold off then for a moment while you decide what you're going to do.
Okay, I mean, I think I should just pick up things.
You can't get all the way down.
No, I can't go there, but I can get these two. I can go 2, 3.
Why don't? Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Don't just pick this. Like if you go 2, 3. 4, say, right? Then if that gets one, you're still at your first move. If it's got another item, it's just one move to get or one action to get more stuff.
I mean, I like this. Me doing Dracula's thing seems like a good idea, and the red stuff is abundant.
I mean, there's so much red on the board right now. It seems like we should knock him out, even though he's the less. Although this is very dangerous. If they meet, they're gonna get a terrible.
Well, how do we do that? How can we move them?
Well, we don't have to. I mean, because honestly, like. The only thing that's going to make them get closer is this. Or, like if he goes first, he's going to head towards me. She's going to head up this way. So I don't think it's as big a deal. I would like to move him because he's still going to come to me. And I don't want to drop all my stuff constantly.
Do you have a move monsters? I have a move monsters. Like if we both work together, we can keep these two from meeting. What happens when they meet again?
The tarot level goes up.
Well,
of course, the thing is if we have some yellow items, or blue items, we can push them away. So that's something to consider. I forgot about that. Yeah, but I do think maybe what we should have done. There was so much red on the board that I thought go for the red items, but now I'm kind of thinking that maybe we should have gone.
I'm putting myself back here. I just did one action.
Sure. But I think that maybe like getting two. If we had completed that goal, that would have been 2 goals at once. But I don't think. I think the nice thing about pushing him away is that I have some yellow, so then I could come down on my turn and perhaps, work on getting Frankenstein out of the way. Of course, I could also just move her to me. And completely fix that situation.
All right. Well, I think unless I was going to stay here, the best thing is it puts me in a little risk, but still 2 away. No, 2 away from everyone. Okay, so I did 1 action, 2, 3, and then 4.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to use my card then because I want to get Dracula away.
And 1, I think
2, 3.
I'm tempted to use this to move Bride away.
Well, we don't have any blue items, so moving her down to here would not be the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, just keep... They meet, the terror goes up, and then where do they go?
And then I think they start back at the graveyard, and she goes back to the graveyard, and she goes back to the dungeon.
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that it raises the terror.
Let's keep this maybe for danger. They are going to meet, though.
No, they're not necessarily. If she's activated, she's going to go towards you. Oh, I think we're okay.
Okay, let's stop there then. That's 4. Ready for my...
Yeah.
Okay.
3 items.
Here we go. Former employer. Place Dr. Cranley at the laboratory. And 3 things come out.
And he's trying to get to the precinct.
Okay, here are 3 things.
Which is up
Institute. Laboratory. There's a lot of good stuff at the laboratory.
Yeah.
And
So
the tower.
So the problem
That was a
with-
good idea not to pick this up.
Yeah. So thank you. So here's the thing: is that like the danger with having too many items is that the Invisible Man will be lured and he'll take them all. So by
What does
letting
he do? He goes and grabs them?
he can yeah. There's a card in here that he runs over and
Ooh.
steals. That's his kind of special
There's a
card.
person here too. It would be nice for me to get in there or one of us to get in there and get it
Yeah.
out.
I mean, this is an instance.
You can
where-
move a hero 1 space if can they
Yeah.
bring villagers with them?
move any hero or villager 1 space. We'd have to check on that.
Okay, let's do this. Invisible Man moves 1
One
space.
space. Okay, and then
Okay.
the Frenzied Monster
Frenzied
moves
Monster
1.
Dracula.
Okay, so clearly the only space for him to go is to here.
Yep.
Right?
And that's that.
And that's that.
No. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I mean, I'm tempted to move the little girl, Maria. Just move her right to me and finish that up. Although, alternatively, I could go 1, 2, 3, and then for my 4th action, show Frankenstein a 4 item.
You'd be sitting in a place with
Well,
Dracula.
I mean, the only thing is that like that's the only way to get him
I know,
moved.
but-
But I agree. So maybe we build up some more items. Why don't I move Maria to me and save her?
I mean, that's fine with me.
The only thing is like he goes 1, 2, 3. He's supposed to get to the precinct. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move him up to the precinct up to here. He'd be 1. No, this is faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'd be 1 away from the precinct, or I could move him up. But I feel like I should just kind of get Maria to where she's got to go.
If you moved me here, then I would be ready to grab these and escort this person.
The only thing I don't like about that is that she has to go. What if I moved her to you,
Okay.
and then moved him to you, and then you could move here, send her or him home, move here, and then send him home without having to enter those spaces. You could also pick up items from those spaces.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because they both have to go here, right here and here.
They both go there?
No, she. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They go right next door.
And
to
I
each
can
other.
push them off.
And you can push them. You don't have. You can just say go that way.
Sure. Okay.
I'm the mastermind, so I should be like, it's all coming together, all part of my plan.
All right, do your thing.
So I've moved. I've done my move, and then he's 1 from you, 1, 2, 3. So I think they're all going to kind of flock to you, but you have more
I can
items
eat
to
him
drop.
up. He can come in and
Right,
fight me all
okay.
he wants.
Okay, so what I said was going to happen. So first, put 2 items out. We got to make sure the order.
Is he going to come eat all those?
He's going to eat them all.
That sucks.
Well, I don't know. He's not going to eat this laboratory equipment. He's not going to eat a centrifuge.
Docks
Docks are there.
and museum.
So we're here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so then place thief. Place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items. Discard all the items there. So that's
Oh,
pretty sad.
That hurts.
Yeah, I'll take him on this side.
They're pretty low valued, but still,
Well, but we need blue for her. That's what we need. Exactly what we need to get
that's
her.
terrible.
Okay, so then we're going to activate the mummy, which is not in there. Creature not in there, and then Frankenstein is going to go 1 and roll 3 dice. Okay, so he is. Frankenstein is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3.
He doesn't go towards his wife, huh?
No, he only goes.
Well, then I guess don't
He's gonna have
send
to
him
go this
away.
way. Okay, so that was my turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
So I
Well,
hope you're going to do as we discussed. But you should vacuum up
if
those
I
items.
don't, there will be hell to pay.
Gonna be
Believe
very
me,
angry.
I know. Okay, so 1, and then
2 to send him to the precinct, right?
that's 2.
Now, wait, before you go any further, let's
Mm-hmm.
see what the card is. Yeah? Oh, because you could spend your last 2 actions actually siphoning up those
That's
items.
pretty attractive, actually.
Okay, so he's gone home.
Okay,
which
here
is a-
I have Overstock. It's this cane again.
Uh-huh.
It's on sale this time.
So put it down for...
Each player draws and places 1 item from the item bag. Always good.
So the thing is, if we do that now,
Maybe they'll end up
they
here.
might end up there and you can
I
grab
don't see
them.
any reason really not to do it.
Well, I would
now.
say the only reason not to is if we were worried about this kind of a thing. But I think
Let's
since
not
we've
just go
passed
out.
1, there's more in there. But I
don't
mean,
think-
I think now is a good time. if you do decide to pick those up. I could always bring her home, just going 1, 2.
I'm going to do this now.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what this reminds me of? Do you ever see the Stephen King movie Needful Things, where the crazy guy is selling?
It's not. He's like the devil, basically.
Yeah.
It's
Or he's like a creature devil. It's like a devil, but he's like a creature from a different dimension.
He's
That's like Stephen King has got all his stuff mixed up.
But he's very much like that. But yeah, it's Max von Sydow who's awesome.
He does a great job. All right, that's mine. I picked the camp,
which is up there with me, which is great because I can just pick that up. Although it sucks to have. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect play.
Okay, so that was two actions. So third action is going to be to take this, which makes me now invincible.
Well, let's not say invincible, but you're sitting pretty.
And now
you could also hand those off to me at some point, by the way.
I could. And now I think I just take these because why would I move closer to a monster?
Yeah, it doesn't help you to be in that space at all. I can move her 2 spaces to me to
So I'm going to pick up these.
I think it's good.
Now I'm ready to destroy Dracula.
Yeah, but now we got to worry. I mean, the only thing about dilly-dallying a lot and saving a lot of... saving these villagers allows you to get cards and also to prevent them from being killed. But at some point, you got to make that switch to where you're actually doing something. We have only broken one of these. We've not worked on those at all. And time is ticking, so that's a concern. Do you want to...
Sure, why not? Okay, move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. Okay, that's They're going to meet.
Okay, so first let's do everything in order.
All right, two
things.
items. Okay.
And while you're putting that out, I can't do this. So she'll move 1, 2, they'll meet, the terror track will go up, and then she'll go back to the dungeon, and he'll go back to the graveyard.
Okay. And now the creature, which we don't have. Wolfman, we don't have. Invisible Man, moves
2 spaces. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to go 1, 2 towards you guys. Doesn't roll any dice. That's done. Okay. Your turn is done. Okay, so now that kind of means that it's not going to be very easy for me to do this, right? We just check that rule up and.
When you use your special power to move someone, I can move the person.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we think? I mean, if I move you to me, then the benefit of me moving you to me is that then you can walk into here and do that, but then also that I can take some of your items.
Correct.
Or you could leave me the items and let me do this, and you could go to the precinct. Or I could just move you to the precinct and move her to me. What do you think? It would feel better if I had some more items because I move around a little easier, but the monsters are pretty far away.
No, I like the idea of you having items. The other thing is it's like a lot of games. Having the items lets you take risks. You might not even...
Well, that's what I was saying at the beginning. I'm just wondering...
Like you don't even have to
What do you have that can help here? Do you have any inn?
Well, here's an inn thing right here. So I was going to pick this up and
at
bring
the
it
moment,
to the precinct.
you have an inn, correct?
You want to set that aside? I do have an inn, okay.
Okay, do you have a mansion?
I don't have a mansion.
I don't think you went to the mansion. Laboratory, no. Institute, no, you never went down there. In the barn, you probably have a barn.
I have lots of barns.
Okay, but again, we don't want to use a higher number barn. Do you have another barn? You just got 6 and 5.
5 and 6.
There's a 4 there. The pitchfork. Okay, so
so not enough actually to make it worthwhile going to the precinct.
I don't know. That's 2 items. I think that's useful.
Now I changed my mind.
Okay, you want me to bring it to me?
Yep.
Okay, so 1, 2, yes. Okay, she's now home. So she's gonna reward me. That's not why I did it. I mean, I wanted to help her out, but she gives you a little reward, little cheddar. The current player takes 2 additional actions. Wow.
What's that from?
This one is. It says late into the night. I don't think there's any female scientists in this. I think it looks kind of like a. Maybe it was just made for the. It's a generic kind of late into the night.
Okay, so you're not going to use that.
It wasn't as diverse in the
no, it
1920s and 30s, unfortunately. But okay, so So that was 1, 2.
You want to take some items.
Yeah, so I did 1, 2. Okay, so now let's discuss what we want to do. Because I should, I could take some stuff and then go here, and then that would free you to go.
That kind of makes sense to me, especially because it's good for you to be away from monsters and drive other people.
Then give me one of the 6s.
Yeah.
Give me that pistol. Looks great.
What else?
I'll use that to break the thing. Just if you're gonna break up Dracula stuff, you'll need these, right? You want these for the precinct, right?
Right.
So maybe a couple of those items.
Okay. You want a blue for any reason?
Yeah, I guess I could. What do we got now? How many do you have? No, because you don't have enough to drop. You'll want to be able to drop a couple. So I have
5 and I have 6. That's good. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. But you also have stuff that you can use there. Okay, so now that was 1, 2, right?
3 to trade.
Oh, 3 to trade. Oh, I can't really go that way then. Well, I could go there and
Just
get
go
ready
there
to
and
break.
go there and get ready to break. I like it. I think we got this under control.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's not overthink things. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So we've got 3 items.
3 items.
Hurried assistant plates Fritz. Good old Fritz. The Hunchback, also probably not very PC now.
Really?
Institute.
You can't have hunchbacks? What do you
No,
call
I mean,
them
like just
differently?
in a negative light, I guess. I mean, he's not. What do you got there?
Institute,
Yeah.
Inn,
Yeah, that's right there.
and Mansion.
That's right there. It's funny. It's so easy for me to find these items. It's not like playing Defenders of the Realm, where you're like,
That's the
it's
worst. That's going to
you
go
can
down
spend
in
your
history.
lifetime like, oh my God. Okay, sorry. And then we got, well, actually, all 3 of them are going to move. First, Frankenstein is going to go 1 space.
Okay.
So really, he has no choice but to go there.
Same
The
thing
Bride,
with the
same thing with the Bride. And then Dracula, we're both up here. Very easy to know that he goes 1 space. So not that bad. Your turn. Your turn, Jesse.
All right. Well,
I don't see any use in
I'm going to take this.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what
think
I'm going to do. I'm going
this
to go
is-
1 and
yeah.
suck these up
2, yeah.
from
Always,
Dracula.
it's like
Always
Glenn Ross.
be-
Always be picking items up.
Always be doing your power. Okay, so that's 1, 2.
2, yeah.
Now, did I get anything new that I need for him? I did get a mansion.
That's perfect.
So I've got 3. That might be worth going up in there.
Yeah, I think so. 1, 2,
3,
and you can
maybe 4.
Yeah, I mean, it can't really hurt, can it?
Since getting to, I mean, this would get me a little further away from
Yeah,
these
it's
guys,
fine.
but that's still pretty far. Although he is frenzied, and I don't need these. I don't need these. I don't need this for this. So
Yeah,
let me
let's
go
not get
here.
crazy picking things up.
let me go
We
here.
want to be moving towards our objective.
Okay.
That's good. I like it.
So was that 4?
Yeah,
or
I think
3
you went
because I didn't
one,
pick
hold
up
on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Done.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Unless we want to use any
I mean, I
monster.
could have
Is
you
there
use
any
this to
monster
take additional actions, but I think this is always the ace in the hole. You're about to win. You want to knock somebody
Okay,
out.
here we go.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
It's Mummy, reincarnated soul. We don't do his thing. Okay. Wolfman goes, Dracula goes.
Okay, so he's going, what, 1 space? Okay, so we're both up here, so this is a no-brainer.
And then the Invisible Man goes 1
space. Okay, so again, we're all up here, so
Yep.
1, it's clearly 1, 2,
And then
3.
there's no one to roll, so that's it. Nice and simple.
Okay, my turn. Okay, so now I firstly, I'm definitely going to use this pistol to, like, shoot up a...
Would this be a good time to talk about our favorite Dracula movies?
Well, you know what mine is. My
I know
favorite
what
Dracula
mine
movie.
is.
What's
Oh,
yours?
I know what yours is.
Yeah.
Yours is the
I wanted to
Dracula, the newer one.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's amazing.
Great.
To me.
Visually amazing.
Soundtrack, a 10. Visuals, the practical effects, 10. Like the way it's shot, the cinematography, Dracula's
The
permanent-
color grading. I've been learning all about
Incredible,
editing.
yeah.
Color grading is a
10,
huge
10,
thing.
10,
The color
10,
grading
10.
in that movie is so distinctive, right? It's like a totally different. It's like, what are you watching? It's like there's blood on the screen.
Yeah, it's like we're talking right now. We're like thinking about Dracula, and his eyes are up here. You can see him on the train or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the costumes, 10. Gary Oldman, knocking it out of the park.
All right, I'm going to let you guess mine. Aside from that one, I'll give you a clue, though.
Yeah, I need to.
There's a trilogy of it. That's all you need to know.
A trilogy.
There's a trilogy.
With a Dracula.
I think there's at least 2. And it's sort of a teen comedy horror.
Wow, I feel lost.
2 names in the title.
All right.
Blank, 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 blank 1, blank, blank 2. There's teens involved.
Teens with Dracula. Fright Night?
Fright
Is
Night.
it? Well, that's okay. Good.
That's a good series, though. Don't you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah, I just watched Fright Night. We watch probably maybe once a year at least.
Is there 2 or is there 3? I know there's 1 and
Fright
2, and
Night
I know
1,
they're
Fright
both
Night
good.
2, and then there's the
There is a 3?
there's the remake of the
There's a remake, really?
yeah there's a remake with Colin Farrell and the David Tennant.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
think there's
I'm
even
not sure I've
I
seen
think
that.
there's a sequel to that as well. There may be a third one. I don't remember. The second one I know is out of print, and the third one I don't know if there is a third one. I'm just thinking there might be.
Those
I've
are
not
pretty
seen it
good.
if there was. Yeah.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah,
But
Fright Night
there's
is-
another one. Just to quickly wrap it up, what's the Dracula type movie that's tied to Stephen King, which is amazing book and amazing movie?
Dracula tied to Stephen King.
It's not like Dracula, but it's basically Dracula.
Tied to Stephen King.
It's a Stephen King book,
Is it a movie or just a book?
and they turned it into a movie with David Soul from Starsky and Hutch.
Boy, I don't know.
Salem's Lot.
Oh yeah, I should have known that. That's right.
That was a
he does.
fantastic
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah. That's Matt Barlow is my friend Chris actually does an incredible painting from that movie. It's
Really?
like an oil painting. It's look up Chris Cookta, Salem's Lot. It's maybe my favorite painting of his.
Maybe we can edit it
He's
in
my
a
very good
little
friend, and he
shot
did
of
an
it.
amazing painting of that. Yeah, oh, it's so good. But yeah, I think
Okay.
that one was a TV movie, but I never really
That's a good
I didn't
point.
watch it when I was
It
younger.
may have been a TV series.
Yeah, and so people, it's like one of those things where like people have a really fond memory of it, or they got really scared of it. But for me, like, it's fine. I just never got super into it because I saw it too late in life, I think, for it to hold me as much as a lot of other people. But like, there's that scraping on the window type thing.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Okay.
Okay, that was my
We
turn.
just completed your
Oh,
turn.
we did that. Okay.
Okay, so I just shot up the coffin. So that
Uh-huh.
was my first action. The only problem is defeating him means they're going to go twice as
They're
often.
going to be the frenzied.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm in a good position now to start humanizing Frankenstein, although he's so far away. I just don't know what the best... I mean, should I be moving you? Or no, you're in the space where you're ready to go. There's no... See, this is the thing. When there's no villagers out, he's a lot less useful.
Uh-huh. We haven't missed bringing out any villagers, have we?
No, we have not. Although... Oh, wait, Fritz is out. He's down here. Where's he going? He's going...
To the Institute.
No, he's trying to go to the Institute. He was supposed to come out somewhere else, so I made a mistake there.
Oh, that might have been
Put him at the
my
tower.
fault.
He's up here.
So
So
he's
now
dead.
that's compelling.
He's dead.
No. She just has to attack.
Oh,
You
she
can
doesn't
be in
go.
the space with them, right? So
We
one,
don't
two-
know if we missed, if she should have been there when she came out. Like, it may have been that.
Okay, first of all, this has become chaos.
Right.
This is pretty easy to back up. May I?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so move the bride.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes out.
Oh, then
Right.
he went out. Okay,
Right,
but
switches up,
then she moved and
activates.
she
So-
would have eaten him.
So roll 2 dice. So we're just going to do a quick backup. Okay, so she does in fact kill him, and she got this, which moves her 1 space more towards Dracula. And the tower trap. Tower trap goes up 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a good save.
Okay.
Thank you very
Yes,
much
you
for
did.
that.
Uh-huh.
Did you put him down here, or did I put
I
him down?
probably did. That's probably my fault.
Well, I'm not going to blame you. So.
You kind of just did.
Yeah, you know.
But I took
That's
responsibility.
another Larry David.
Okay.
Okay, so now that changes it because I'm definitely not going to do that. Okay, so I do have items to... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, what does it matter?
Well, now you're 1 away from Dracula. Is that really where you want to be?
I do have some items to drop. I got to move towards Frankenstein because I want to start humanizing him. Otherwise, we're never
You're
going to win
2
this
away
game.
from... All right, well, you can drop from Dracula. Okay, as long as you've got stuff to drop. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is actually is that I could just go down here. I think, yeah, I can get rid of both of these to break that if I had to.
That's not a terrible idea.
So I think I got to keep moving. I can't just hide in this cave all day.
Well, it's true. Well, that
I mean, if
was going to be your strategy, to hide in
It
the
was,
cave
but
and move
but
me around.
Move you around.
But the guy
but
and the...
But he's dead. There's no villagers, and you are in the spot you need to be, so it's not helping us for me
I'm
to
okay.
move you.
I would love it if you could get a little farther
Do you
from
have-
Dracula.
I can't
You could actually if we did this.
move any monster 3 spaces.
But where would we move him?
1, 2, 3. We could move him down here.
Yeah, it's not a crazy idea. Or even here.
1, 2, 3.
Put him in the barn.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
it. Yeah.
Because he's frenzied. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. He is frenzied.
Let's do that.
Because if I have to go back to the hospital, then that's going to be terrible for everybody.
And we can't afford to do this.
I mean, the other thing is I could take 2 additional actions, which would put me in his space, but that doesn't really help us. Or I could put myself down here, which would allow me to break that next time.
Well, that's viable too.
Let's save it, because, I mean, if he moves to me, like, what does it matter? At least he's just moved to, he saves me the effort.
Okay.
Because the only reason I would go down here was to get him. If he moves to my space, that will almost be better, because then I could use my actions on him to humanize him, and then move down to
The other nice
crypt.
thing about him in here is I have to get out of here somewhere. And so with
Well,
these
you can
guys
move
here
through them,
now,
but
I
yeah.
could... Yeah,
It's good to
but-
keep him kind of penned in one area, though. So.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I like it.
that was your action.
Okay, so now I'm complete with my turn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, oops. The Enthralled. Place Lucy at the theater. Lucy at the theater.
And 3 new things.
Sorry, I should have told you that. The theater is... Wow, I was actually getting pretty good at... Oh, yeah, because they're all sitting here. Okay, that's very dangerous for her. And Dracula's going to be moving. Oh, wow. So she's dead.
Really?
Yeah, she's going to die. Okay, so Dracula's going to move 1.
Hmm.
And he's going to roll 2 dice. Yeah.
Killed her.
She's dead. The terror level goes up. Wow, this is not looking so good for us. And then place the current player hero in Dracula's space. So that was
You.
So I have to go into his space. That's
Wow,
all
that
kinds
was
of terrible.
all-
And now he's gonna roll 2 more dice. He's gonna roll. Wait, did I roll 1 or 2 dice? I rolled 2 dice.
All right, so just.
All right, so back up for a second. Put me back at the mansion. Put her-
She's with you.
He's only supposed to roll one
One die.
die. Okay, so he does get her. She is dead.
Okay.
The terror level is already moved, right? But I'm not moved into his space. Okay.
Right, okay.
Then he's going to move 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator,
Which is me.
which is you, and then he's going to roll 1 die. Do you want to roll? Or you want me to roll for you?
No, you can roll for me.
It's a hit, so you'll
Okay,
have to
so
drop.
I'll drop my weakest thing and I'll drop this fire poker from the mansion because we're almost got his graves. I don't need that. Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's funny that's moving up so fast. And the thing is, like, I picked this character specifically to move people around, but they keep coming out on it, like coming out and getting killed before really we can do anything. Actually, both these people. She got killed by Dracula, which is a little fanatic, since you know it's a little racy what happens to her in the other one. But yeah, he came out and got killed immediately, right on his own card, and she got killed immediately when she came out. So there's really nothing we could do about it.
It's especially surprising because we have the character that's supposed to save the villagers,
but they come out and
they're
die.
being
Like,
killed.
that's just bad.
They're like, hey, is anyone out here?
Hey, Lucy's here! Whoosh, instantly. Like,
okay, it's my turn. I'm doing the precinct thing. I'm doing inn,
you put the items in.
barn, mansion. What else have I got? That's
it. So that's
There's
3
no
actions.
precinct? There's no precinct
No,
location?
no, because you're in the precinct.
Okay.
Drop those in my hand, please.
No, okay.
So that's 3 actions.
What inn did I throw away there? What number in? What number?
2.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we separated those on purpose.
Yeah.
So that's the barn. Don't go into that barn.
So we just need laboratory and institute. Okay, so I've got, that's 1 action.
That's 3 actions. 1,
Oh,
2,
really?
3. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
So, what we could do is we could use this card to get you
I wouldn't mind
a
that.
little at it. So now you have 1 action left, so you can move there
here.
clearly.
And now, if you
Now
give
you
me
have
2
a
additional
blue.
actions.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. You have a blue item.
Yes.
So with your 4th action, you can move to the theater. I could give you 2 extra actions, and you could use the blue on her,
Yes.
and maybe pick up this pile of 3 or that pile of 3 before.
But then I'd be sitting there with this guy.
Yeah, but you will have a lot of more items, and you can fend them off. I mean, I just like the fact that we are moving in some direction. We haven't done much. You know, we've done some things, but I feel like maybe we should be doing some more. Like trying to win a little more. And as you say, we can take more risks as long as you have more actions. Now, you'll have 3 more items, which would be great. The yellow can help against him. The blue can help against her.
When I use it on her, she gets pushed, right?
That's correct.
So if I took these as my...
4th action.
Oh, that's 4th, right? Then you gave me 2, so I go 1 and then use something against her.
Push her, yeah.
So then I'll have a whole bunch of these.
Yeah.
And then I'll
And you'll also be
ready
within
to...
2 of him, so you'll leave.
I'll
me
have
a little
enough.
separate.
I'll have enough. Okay, so would you do that for me?
So we'll go. You're going to work late into the night.
And then I'm giving her a blue 3.
So you remember how we do this?
I show it to her.
Like-
Show it in her
Like,
face.
hey, do you remember what it was like to have a glass of
Remember when you
lemonade?
had
What is that?
Glass of poison?
What is it?
It's a monochrane mixture.
Oh, probably didn't remember that from her life. But hey, remember chemistry? Remember drinky? Don't drink this.
She's like,
Okay, so that's the thing. It's 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Now I move her 3.
Yes, but you can. Yeah, you're gonna just shove her. But she's still only 2 away from you, so she could
She
very
drank that?
easily. Don't drink that. Okay, just drink it. You're like, remember this? She's like, you're like, oh, whoa, well, okay, too late, a little late. Now the other option though is that you could do 1, 2, 3, but she'll be within 3 of Frankenstein,
I think that's better.
but she'll be
We
far
want
away
to come
from us.
down here.
But the thing about it is, you kind of want her to be close by in order to pick up stuff. But you could pick this up, and if she comes to you again, you can show her. Just keep showing her
Wow, I
stuff.
could show her all these.
But the only thing is that if the Invisible Man gets that card, he's going to take those off the board immediately.
Oh, it sunk.
Okay, you like it?
Yep. And
Okay.
you throw away your
Throw
card.
your card.
Okay, here we go. 2 new items. It's the meeting. Move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein.
I mean, that's easy enough.
Yeah, 'cause I could get killed
I'm
now.
gonna put
Okay,
2.
creature.
Wolfman. And
First
then,
we do this, I guess. Tower. Where's the tower again?
It's right there.
Wow.
Yeah, and the church. is...
There.
There you go.
Okay, so
And then
Invisible Man goes 2, and then
in your space.
only
A
roll
1.
1.
It's the same thing I did last time. It's a hit, unfortunately.
We don't care.
A hit.
We
A
don't
mighty
care. I
hit.
just throw away
The dart, yeah, for sure.
because we need the yellows for other things.
Well, I mean, you'll need the red to kill him, but that's quite a ways off at this point, right?
Okay, so that's when you have these, you don't care when the monster bites you.
It doesn't matter, no. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and that was this, and that's all done.
Okay, that's your turn, yeah? Okay, so I should go humanize Frankenstein, right? I mean, I'm not going to move you because you're there.
Can you...
oh, yeah, you think I should do that instead of that?
Yeah, let's get Dracula taken care of when you're so close to it. 1,
2, 3. So, I mean, the only thing is that this one's kind of far away now.
Well, I think that's not that far away from me. And especially if you move me. Okay, why don't you move me 1 away?
Because I'm going to be completely... No, because I want you to pick those up.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I'm going to come
move me in here, then.
No, because you can siphon them up and show them to her right away.
Oh, that's true.
And then you don't have to come all the way back.
That's true.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I'm just going to come 1 out so I can be useful.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, there's no one for you to move. This is what you were saying before. If there's no
well, it was because they just died immediately, right? But I do like that character, so whatever. I mean, I used him to pretty good effect earlier.
Okay, what you doing here?
2 items. Yeah. It's a werewolf again. We're not playing with him. Creature. So Dracula's going to essentially go twice. He's going to move 1, roll no dice, move 1, roll 2 dice.
Mansion and Camp came out, by the way.
Yep. Okay, so this is going to roll 2 dice against
you.
you.
Everyone's hanging out here.
It's a party. It's a monster mash. Okay, it's 1 hit.
Okay, I'm going to throw away...
Now, we're going to need the yellow for Frankenstein, but we're going to use...
But only 2s do not move him much.
Yeah, throw it away. Okay. Very delicate way we're doing that. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay. All right, so
it's a monster mash.
I'm going to siphon for 1.
So, you know that the Monster Mash is a song about the Monster Mash? That it's not actually the Monster Mash?
It's a song about
the Monster Mash.
Well, he talks about, let's do the mash, let's do the Monster Mash. That's he's singing the song.
He's telling you about the... He's like, we want to do the Monster Mash. Then he talks about the Transylvania Twist and stuff. He's telling you about the Monster Mash, but nobody's heard the Monster Mash actual...
No, he's doing it as he's telling you about it.
Maybe.
We might have to check on this.
Comment.
Okay, that was 1.
Do you remember the Mr. Show thing with the Monster Mash?
No.
He's like a documentary about the Monster Mash, and he says, he's like, if a bunch of monsters got together, it wouldn't be a party, it'd be a terrifying battle. And he's like, I'm sure.
He's complaining about
it. He's like, I'm sure
not
that
being accurate.
Yeah, well, they have all these like people come on, and like it's like a documentary style. And he's like, now I'm sure a bunch of Wolfmans and a bunch of Draculas get together and have wonderful parties. We'll never know, but we can write poetry about it. That's what he said.
Well, remember that.
Okay, so
I did 1. Now, the problem with showing it to her, as you've reminded me, is each time. So I don't think I'm gonna.
No, absolutely.
I just show her 1.
You can't. You can only show her 1
because she moves.
Because she's going away.
Okay.
Now, if I had a blue item, you could send her to me, and then I'd show her the blue item. But I don't. So, but definitely, I would show her one of the 3s.
All right, so I'm going to show her 3.
First of all,
even though she can't move.
The tower.
3.
Do we need the tower for this? No. Blue. No, we don't need that at all. So that's fine.
So I'm showing her the blue.
You're only shoving her back into the dungeon, unless. 1, 2, 3. Unless you want to push her back here or something, but
I don't. I kind of want to come that way. So that's 2 actions.
Okay, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so by the way, we're only 2 away from getting her.
That's great. It's tempting to actually walk to her and get her finished.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
But on the other hand,
you've done 2, 3, 4. You'd only get in her space. It wouldn't help. You wouldn't be able to use that item.
In filming, when they want to have a cut because they got to fix something, what they'd say instead of cut, sometimes they say hold. That means everyone remember where you are, so that when you resume, you're in the same pose, whatever.
Here we go.
Okay, I want to come down. I'm not going to go do her again. But this might be the last chance I get. If I move away, do I really want to come
No, because she's always moving towards you.
Right.
The thing is,
I'll move down here.
I mean, I like that.
I want to get down here. I want to smash this.
We'll only have 1 yellow item, so it doesn't really help.
But if you reds.
But
reds
for sure, yeah. And along the way, if you pick this up and use them on Frankie, that's all the better.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, ready?
Yep, let's see it.
0, reincarnated soul.
Well, maybe we don't do it.
Okay, so Wolfman, no. Dracula moves 1.
1 space.
And attacks.
Okay, 1
no
attacks.
One to attack? Invisible Man 1.
So they're all coming back towards you again.
Wow, it's been a while since we had some villagers.
So, because it got killed so fast.
No.
So here's what I could do. I could 1, 2, 3, 4, and I could send Frankenstein all the way up here.
Oh, I like it.
But 1, 2, 3, 4. But I guess you'll be the barrier.
You could even send him here, Greg.
1, 2, 3, 4. I could, yeah. I could. So what do you think of that? I mean,
I like it. I think.
Then that allows you to smash this. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Do you remember flowers? Specifically, do you remember the flower that little girl tried to give you before you drowned her?
You might be
He's like,
stirring up a
yes,
bad
yes, yes, I
memory.
do remember that. Wonderful. I'm much more humanized. Like, it's sort of like...
What if he's like, oh, that was a wonderful memory when I
killed
killed that kid. What a wonderful memory.
It's like, do you remember that child that was screaming on the airplane? It's
He's
kind
like,
of
oh, what a sweet sound that was. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's done. He's moved along his track. I think it's great to just finish him up.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna.
We're gonna need yellow to finish him off. But I do think they're the better target because.
We're actually not gonna need yellow because look, I got 2. There's 4. There's the 6.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's better to have. It's better to knock them out because they're worse than. If they're the frenzied. Well, of course, if they're frenzied, only he goes 1. That's what it is. Okay. But still, they get so many actions together. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to draw my card. We're good with that, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, here's the Invisible Man. 2 items go out. Let's see what they are, and then he's going to go to the place with the most items. At the moment, it's one of these 3.
Museum.
Okay, it's right here. So he's definitely going here.
And docks.
Over there. Okay, so these are gone.
Oh, our yellows are gone,
That sucks. That was really unfortunate because we were just... hoping for that, right?
That does
okay.
kind of suck.
And then we're doing Mummy, not here, Creature, not here, and then Frankenstein, who moves 1 space and does 3 damage, but nothing. Okay, so now it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Right? No reason to pick up stuff and wait a turn.
Yeah, because I think you have enough actions. Although I was, by the way, hoping that you were kind of holding the line. I only have 1 item. That's the only
I could I could give you stuff before I move.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't break this.
I know, but it's not that important that we break it right away.
So the only thing is you don't need to give me anything.
You only have 1 item. No, I think I should.
You can stand with me and pick that stuff up.
Well, that's a good point. Standing with you protects you.
Yes. So you want to pick that stuff up, siphon up those 2 items for your last action?
I would, except remember, if things come out there...
But what are you doing with your last action? You're just wasting.
Well, I could give stuff to you. I do have an abundance of stuff.
Let me have some stuff.
Okay, so who would you like to go fight? I mean, who would you like to... You might be using blues to do
well, she's forever
Frankenstein?
Away, not helping.
Why not?
Frankenstein needs yellow.
I thought
she needs blue.
Yellow on the bride, blue on the
Blue on the bride.
Oh, you're right. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Well, do you want yellow then?
I mean, it's only a 2, and I'm going to pick this 4 up.
One of us should pick up the 4 and the 6. Okay. I should pick up the 4 to kill Dracula.
You're going...
No, I should pick it up to kill Dracula.
Well, I was just saying, he needs exactly 7, which is 3 and 4.
You're looking at her. Oh, no, that's him.
Yeah, he needs 3 and 4. So if I pick that up, I can complete him. But you're going to go down there and break.
I'd rather use that to get Dracula. But I'll give you some other stuff.
Maybe. Well, I mean.
How about some reds?
Yeah. Okay. I don't care.
Some reds?
I mean, the reds will be useful for him. Do you have a laboratory or an institute?
I have a.
No.
Neither.
So we need to really move over here and just try to grab up some of that because we need that for him. We are a considerable way here.
Well, let me just give you some tokens, though. Just so you got stuff. I'll give you some low-value tokens to throw away. Well, I would like... You want something? You want to
Yeah, maybe this garlic.
Don't touch that. That garlic I need.
You're going to give me this rapier? Some laboratory
So that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, wait. I got to pick this up.
No. Yeah, I got to pick this up. You're done.
No, I got to...
You won't, though.
I got to pick it up instead of giving you one of the things.
I need that for Frankenstein.
Wait, I still have an extra turn, right? I went 1, 2.
No, I think no, because you would have...
Because I was going to go in here and crash this. So instead I had 2 turns. 1 to give you stuff and 1 to pick up what I need to kill Dracula. Isn't it fitting? Like, I was like, let's play against Dracula. It's satisfying to kill him. And now you're trying to deprive me of the joy.
Well, you do have the crucifix. I'm going to play this violin, I guess, while actually, that's pretty good, too, because I'll play the violin, too.
For Frankenstein. Makes complete sense.
Doesn't he like fire, too, though?
I'm not sure he likes the fire.
I think he's pretty vocal about not liking fire.
Yeah, I think.
Fire bad!
What was the comedy movie that had that scene in it?
You know that I know. What are you telling me?
I'm
I
asking
said
you.
Frankenstein before, too. It's from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yes, Young Frankenstein.
All right, draw your card. Is there a way to steal items from another character? Man, we're getting these same things over and over again.
I'm not pulling them from the discard, right? Okay, well, it's the same thing again. Thank
0,
God we're not
1.
actually playing against the mummy or we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Frankenstein moves 1, and then the
No.
Invisible Man moves 1. I'm sorry, Dracula moves 1.
Mm-hmm. Towards us, yeah.
And then the Invisible Man moves 1.
This is pretty easy, so we're both in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Done. My turn?
Yep, your turn.
Okay, my first action, I'm going to trade items. Let me see. Let me see what
Is there a rule about like what happens if you trade with someone unwillingly? No, they almost always says they have to agree.
Oh, yeah, no way, yeah. So, I mean, okay, so here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I should move down to the Institute.
Not a bad idea.
Because we need those items to do this.
I like it. I like it.
And I really can't get to, I mean, I can't do anything really because I'll go 1, 2, 3. I could do this. I could go 1, 2, 3, and then show Frankenstein this item, which wouldn't be a bad idea.
No.
It would move him up 3. Would still need 4 to be completed to complete his thing. But it would, moving to him and doing that helps us get one step closer to winning. However, the Institute, it's easier for you to pick up items from the Institute because you don't have to go all that way. So I kind of think I prefer showing him the items.
Go for it.
You like it?
Yeah, I think either is viable, but this, like, you could do this guy or do this guy.
Unless you want to trade with me real fast.
No.
1, 2, 3. I'm playing him. Am I playing the fiddle or the violin? They're the same instrument. Did you know that?
The fiddle is the same as for the violin, just you play it
You just
differently?
play it differently. It's
I
an
did not
interesting
know that.
factoid.
I did not know.
Frankenstein's like, oh yes, that was wonderful. I'll go hang around.
And you adjusted his dial? He's almost done?
So 1, 2, 3. I don't want to say he's almost. He needs 4, which is
It would have been more to get done if I hadn't reminded you to move his dial.
That's true. What would do either of us have an item of 4 strength that we could use on him to complete that track? Okay, but in all seriousness, you have it in the right because I said we should eliminate one monster.
Yeah.
Right.
And Dracula is psychologically scarier.
What?
All right, did you do your thing?
No, I'm doing it now. I was making sure. I was, making sure that you were happy with the move
I
instead
do
of just
appreciate that.
hanging on to the crucifix and garlic. Is that garlic or is it an onion?
It is garlic.
Okay, we got 0 items coming out. Now the thing is that like we're getting soft on the action. It's a nice action, but we aren't getting any reward as an item. So it's kind of a cool thing. I think a balancing item that.
We need some more.
All right,
villagers.
Wolfman. We're not doing.
I guess the villagers
she's
are
finally
double-edged
moving
sword
one.
too, right? Because they're not getting they're not at risk.
Well, they are a risk in terms of if they get killed, it raises the terror level.
That's what I mean. Like we're not having that risk.
But we also don't get the reward from them.
Correct.
True. So, and then the frenzy monster is going 1 space, which is going to be towards
Both of us.
Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's it for that.
It's too bad the monsters can't attack each other.
Yeah, that's modern warfare. Get your enemies to fight each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I go 1,
Yes.
2 to smash that, and then. I feel like I've got an abundance of stuff.
See,
but
now it'd be
surely
great.
I'm there.
Right
I'm
now
gonna
it'd be
pick it up,
great
right?
if we could get. If we had the extra 2 actions, you could eliminate Dracula right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But you need 1, 2, 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've done 2. So you
so I
might as
think
well
I
pick
just
that up
pick
and
them
come to
up.
the church, I think, because you don't need to be in the graveyard.
I don't think I should come to the church
Okay.
because I can reach him and kill him. Although, and then
No.
he's same distance.
Let me put it
1,
this
2, kill. If I go here, I risk this guy attacking me and this
Well,
guy.
you're going to risk either of them anyway. But my point is that like if you're here,
Mm-hmm.
you can pick up items from these 2 spaces, and you have an action left. So you're going to waste an action staying in the graveyard. You might as well come up 1 because then
Is it a? Oh, do I have a spare action?
I'm saying you have 1 action left.
I see.
You can move towards.
I mean, I have so many things. It doesn't matter.
Wait,
really matter.
hold on, wait a second. You went
1, 2, 3.
4. Go to the church.
1, 2.
3
3.
to break the thing. 4.
All right.
Yeah, because
I mean
you
if
could
I
still.
didn't have so many tokens, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But with that many tokens,
Who cares?
if they both attack me, who cares?
And I'm worried about running out of time mostly now.
Oh yes, the game ends if we run out of this
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Okay.
3 things,
And the
and
fortune teller.
Maliva comes out.
Where does she come out? The camp.
Oops.
So she's from the Wolf Man. Bela Lugosi.
So if Frankenstein goes, he's gonna eat her.
So Bela Lugosi is in the Wolf Man. He plays actually the person who bites Lon Chaney, he's in the camp here. Maleva is his mother.
Where is he?
Poor woman.
I will point out now that these things that we really want are the most populated place. So if the Invisible Man does his thing, he will eat these.
Okay, so then we got Wolfman going, which is, fitting,
Frenzy
given that it's the fortune teller.
Can come towards me.
And then he's going, what is it?
One and then rolling 2 dice at me.
Okay.
By the way, this is why I consider not walking here.
Sure. Well, it's one hit. One, to me,
With
dropping one item is better than wasting an action.
Well, I think you got to, especially with, I don't disagree.
We are going to need a lot of red to kill him, by the way.
Oh, that's a good point.
But you need both yellows. The blues are good for her.
How much of red did I throw away? 2? That's all right.
Whatever. There's a lot of other. Well, I don't know. I guess they're the next priority anyway. Okay, you're done? Done. I put that card over here. Mm-hmm. And then it's my turn?
Yeah.
So what do we think is a good idea here?
I mean, since you're not coming here, you walked away from here. Mm-hmm. It would be best if you went and showed some Frankenstein stuff.
1, 2, 3. See, here's the thing. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem is that like I can't use it on him right away.
Why don't you want? Oh, you don't have a yellow to show him.
Correct.
If only someone had traded you.
That's what I was thinking. She does have to go
these 2 yellows on the way.
No, because this is the number I need.
Oh, I see.
I need the 4. So now, if I moved her, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just move her right now.
Move her home?
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, the thing is, if we get a good, useful card that says place a hero in any space or something like that, then it could save me a jump.
Well, I think getting her away from him is good.
Fantastic.
So either move him or...
I mean, I would act as protecting her as well. But the thing is, I'm worried about the terror trick.
Okay, I like that better. Now you've convinced me. Better for you to walk in there and pick up and just protect her. 1, 2, 3,
we'll have
pick
to deal
up.
with her anyway. What if I draw a card that says...
But as you point out, you just said time is the critical thing. And being here with Frankenstein with the 4 in your hand is faster to solve our problem than saving some old hag.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to
She is who she is, Greg.
I'm going to save her. Now I'm definitely saving her. Hold on, let's break the tie. Maleva, do you have a crucifix and an onion? Is that what that is, an onion?
Garlic.
Garlic? I thought it was garlic, but it looks... It's hard to read from here. Maleva, if you have a crucifix and some garlic hanging out in your little trailer there, I'll happily come over. I guess not.
You're also protecting her by being there, right?
I know, I already said that.
Yeah.
But I personally liked the idea of saving her, but I can still do so. I mean, I can still pretty much do so.
And you
all right. I'm deferring to Jesse on this one.
Well, it's not that you're deferring. I mean, you wrote your own. You wrote your own. How does that phrase go? You wrote your own death when you the turn before said time is the thing.
All right, 3 items. On the move. Move the frenzy monster to the next monster. Move each villager 1 space toward their safe location. That's pretty... Well, no, okay, that's okay.
3, huh? So Abby, Tower,
Abby normal,
and Laboratory. I still don't like that there's 3 here.
Okay, then the frenzy monster is going to go 3 spaces and roll 2. Okay, so this only affects Frankenstein, and actually that's kind of cool because the fire marker, I believe it's just Frankenstein. So he's going to go 3 spaces.
That's too bad.
But he's not going to go anywhere because he's standing here with me. But he is rolling 2 dice. So here comes the bride. She's going to go 1. Yep, thank you. And he's going to do 1 hit. And I'm going to drop this just to spite Jesse. Should I actually, in all seriousness, get rid of this? We don't need it for anything, really, except for fighting the Invisible Man. But you have...
I've got so many. I got enough to kill him, yeah.
Okay, then that does seem like the thing to do. Okay.
Okay, I
like it?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No, that was me drawing that card.
Okay.
So...
All right, so it's my turn. I'm going to kill Dracula now with 6 yellow, which luckily I did not give away.
Yeah.
So
okay, so Dracula is now out of the game. Goodbye, Dracula.
Yeah.
So let's leave him on his little board.
Mm-hmm. Can you put him dead? Can you lie him down?
Well, I'll give him a pillow.
Sleep on your sleep on your coffins.
A lot of people are painting these. I have so many minis to paint all the time, and I'm just like, I guess. I mean, it seems weird that I wouldn't have painted them.
It does
because it's so fast and quick. But
and there aren't 100 of them. Like some of these games are just demoralizing with 100 miniatures.
That's true. But they're not such great minis that you're compelled. I mean, they're really pretty. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not. Let's face it, they're They're not.
We've talked
the
about
kind of
this
way
with my. I can't with my glasses. I don't see, but I still.
with your glasses, you could really see that you were
know.
holding the 2 and the 4 yellow very, very easily. Like the only it's like selected hearing, but it's like selective seeing. Okay, so
all right, so I did one action.
one action.
And I want to get over here as fast as I can, but I can't. 2, 3, 4. I can't quite get to it.
Okay, so is it more useful then to do something else?
To do them, but I think I should go here.
Well, we need
and then
blue.
I'll suck these up, and then I'll try to do
I
that.
think that's worth
2,
it.
3, 4.
Yeah, I like it. We don't have any special.
And if she wants to come towards me, all the better.
Whoa! Hold on. Go back to where you were, please.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing
One
is the
action.
only thing that was helping, like, Maleva, was the fact that you're here.
Okay. Well, I could go 2, 3, 4, and
I like
protect
that
her.
better. Yeah.
I do like the strategy of
So
being in a place
now
where you can
she's
protect.
1, 2 from you. She's 1, 2 from Maleva.
Right.
He's 1 from you, and he'll be locked down with me. So we'll be able to protect her. I can send her home.
I
this
wish I
round.
had some yellows to give to her. Well, I could pick up this yellow on my way instead of, what was it? Was it a blue? What was here? Instead of sucking, this was here. Instead of sucking this up, I suck this up on my way. That way, if I get
I
her.
like it, yeah. She needs blue. I don't know how many times to tell you this.
Oh, well then.
No, but pick it up because you can pick this up for an action anyway. And if it gets another one, you're still there. Right? I mean, it's more efficient that way.
I keep reading yellow in the bride space, but yes.
Although, one thing you could do, instead of picking this up, since we don't really need it,
Yes.
you could leave that there and call Maleva to come into the mansion.
I can't. I'm here.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right.
And I don't want to go there. I want to go
No,
there.
you don't want to. Okay, yeah, I like it. You like it?
I mean, we are protecting her. We're protecting her.
Yes, that was the goal.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm right.
So this is like such a huge part of the game, which is to like, it's like maneuvering in a way that like you're constantly like holding up road flares or something.
Yeah, it really is an interesting part of the game. We'll talk about that in our review, I'm sure. 2, move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. Well, that's
1,
unfortunate.
2.
That was our one mistake.
Well, she's not moving now, so she's not going
Okay,
now.
true.
So it's
Okay,
like
docks.
right over there, which is
and-
great because now we
yeah,
can put him in
and
the.
camp. Okay, so Invisible Man
2.
moves 2.
He's going to go to you, right? I mean, we're not. It doesn't. We don't have a choice in the matter.
We do have a choice. We could send her to
No,
Moldova.
this is 1, 2. That's 1.
Oh, you're right.
He's closer to you.
Well,
Okay, nothing.
nothing.
Okay, there you go.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so I could. So for sure, I should do this.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But then I can go 1, 2, 3. I can send her home. Right.
That's fine with me.
I'm going to send her home first, just to see what we get.
Interesting.
What the card is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you do that, so you're here. You
Mm-hmm.
could show him something, right?
Actually, that's what I should do. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show him this. Which is weird because like I can only push him this way. I can't push him that way because he'll pass
Oh, that's
by her.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to be like, hey, Frankenstein, you remember this flower? And he's like, I've seen that flower before. He showed it to me 10 minutes ago. How many flowers are you going to show me? What are you, a florist? He doesn't care. But luckily, that does the trick of humanizing him. So he goes up to 4. That's enough. And now look how happy he is. Okay, so that's one action.
Wait, move him.
2, 3,
Now she's human.
right?
Yeah.
And watch this. I can move her 2 spaces. Wow,
you solved the whole thing all in one shot.
You like it?
Love it. What's not to like?
So this will go to the Invisible Man, who is the last one. So now I've got one
She
action.
got a rough deal there.
What's that?
She looks pretty good. He does not look as good.
They're both corpses. I don't think.
Well, one looks
you know.
better than the other. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you're standing next
movie
to them,
was the same way. Movie was the same way.
The
Notice
bride's
that.
on there for like 10 seconds. She
Yeah,
doesn't have
but
to look good
notice,
for very long.
but notice, like her face was normal.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, I don't want to get the whole thing, but like, you know, it's like whenever you watch these movies nowadays, it's like here's whatever character that's been at Liam Neeson or something now. He's like could be like 80 years old. They're going to keep putting him in, Taken 14. It's going to be the same Liam Neeson. But every movie he's going to have some, well, this is a bad example, I guess, but they've always got the same actor. Doesn't matter how ancient they get, but they always have the female lead is always a young alluring woman.
That's
it's
true.
like
That's very true.
it's not really balanced too well, is it?
No, it's not. All right, but you reunited them.
One thing left. Right? I mean, at this moment, I really have nothing that compelling. I could move you 1 space. I mean,
Sounds
there's no
good.
reason.
I like that idea.
Right now, I don't care. I'm protecting her. There's no reason to send her home at this point, right? We've got this game in the bag. I can't imagine we're going to lose it. So I'm actually going to use my last action to push you here so you could just pick that up.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I feel like, did we go in order or do we just... Okay, 3 things. Ichthyologist. This is... actually, almost all these people have come out now.
So what's
Wait, didn't Lucy get killed immediately?
No.
Give me... who is she?
No, she got killed.
Who is that?
Elizabeth.
Okay, so Lucy was supposed to die. Give me Elizabeth.
Oh, you mean we put up the wrong
Yeah,
person?
you just had her. There she is. I killed the wrong one. So
Barn.
Dr. Reed, we need, and he gets placed at the
Mansion.
Institute.
The
Actually, he's
Institute.
right next to you. You could bring him with you, although I don't think it's really useful. Okay, so you put the 3 out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then creature and the frenzy monster. Frenzy monster is him. He's going to go 1 and roll 2 dice.
Okay. There's only
I'm amazed that you're having me roll all the dice this game. Okay, so, exclamation point. Move the invisible man 2 spaces towards the nearest villager. So he's going to go there. Perfect. Now you could actually pull him out now, right?
And he doesn't fight it though.
No, because he does. Because
Yeah, that's weird.
well, it doesn't matter because like he had this and this was his role. So even if he was going to fight, you know, which I wonder. I don't quite know the timing of these. You roll these so infrequently that like would you do this and then have him attack? I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like he just moves and he's not
I'd have to
attacking.
have that
Unless
clarified,
the attack isn't... No, it can't be an automatic because this tells you how many dice to roll. Okay. So it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I go...
Well, you have to make a decision on who they're attacking before you roll dice. So
right.
if you were to roll like this, say,
Right.
you would definitely take the hit, and then I think you would move them towards where they have to go. Right? Otherwise, it would violate the rule of picking who they attack. Okay, so now it's your turn.
1.
No. Why would you do that?
Well, what? Don't I need the Institute thing?
Yeah, but why
Oh,
are
I
you
can
walking
just suck it up.
Yeah.
Unless we want me to save this person.
You
But
can
we
do
don't
both.
really care.
You can call him to you.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
We
so...
do care. I think you should definitely move him out.
1...
Yeah.
Do I have everything I need to do Institute and
And laboratory.
laboratory?
Yes, and then we need like lots of red
You
items.
say yes, but I don't have a laboratory.
The laboratory is in the space you're at.
Oh, well then that's that.
2.
Okay, there's 2.
Then 3, you can bring Dr. Reed to you.
Is it really worth it? Is
Yes.
this guy worth it?
Yeah, because if we get the terror level to go up or whatever, it's
Okay.
not good.
3.
And then 4 is to
4.
move that way. And then on my turn, I can move you 1, 2, 3, 4. I can
That's
move right to
pretty
the
good.
precinct, right?
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, here we go.
0.
Retreat.
Is a creature again. We don't care. It's the.
Right, Frankenstein, she's gone.
done.
Frenzied monster. Moves 1.
1 done.
Rolls
Okay,
3.
now we can start moving through this very quickly. Right?
Mhm.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You like it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I could try saving her.
Doesn't matter if I like it.
Okay, hypnotic gaze. That's too bad because that's so cool. Move the hero vigilant closer to Dracula, 3 spaces towards him. He does like the Ed Wood thing where he's like, "Are you double jointed? How do you like Ed Wood?"
It's okay, but no, I mean, I
Fantastic.
love it.
I love that movie. So 2 items come out,
Okay.
which will matter.
We don't care. We does?
It does because if he happens to get his card, then he'll go in that space. Let's not get all willy nilly
Okay.
now.
All right.
All right. So we just move the Invisible Man 1 space. It's almost good if he moves towards us. It just saves us having to run down
I
and
see.
and
Find
murder
him.
him. Can you please come to us? We'd like to murder you, please. Okay, so now it's your
Okay,
turn.
so 1, 2.
2. Perfect. Can you move to me, please?
Why would I do that?
Because then I'm going to take your items and move to him and kill him.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3, 4. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah. And what do you need? Reds? Yeah.
That's funny because look, we could have sent this. We could almost send this guy home. It's kind of funny.
Well,
Okay.
You could send him home if you want.
Roll. Pull your card.
0 people come out. It's Dracula's thing, Sunrise.
Invisible Man, and Frenzied Monster. That's perfect.
So 1,
1,
2.
Yeah.
And nothing to roll.
Okay. So just for funsies, I'm gonna send. For first of all, give me 9 worth of red.
Okay, there's 6 and 5.
Perfect. Okay, that's my first action.
Mm-hmm.
My second action is to move him home, just for fun.
Okay, here's the list.
2 additional actions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, don't need it.
Okay, so I've done 1 action, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 actions. Or, yeah, 2 actions. You took from me and you sent him home.
2. Okay, so I actually have my full turn if I take this.
Uh-huh.
Right? So 1, 2, 3. Just for funsies, I want to save as many things as I can. Skip the next monster phase. Very easy. Okay, and now my last action. I'm going to put this. I'm going to wait for it to snow, and I'm going to watch
The
look
snow.
out. And I'm going to see the snow collect on his shoulders.
So how they
And then
got
I'm
him in
gonna
real life?
I guess I'll
Stab
shoot
him
him
with the
shoot him
gun?
with the rifle.
Shoot him in the head. That should kill him.
Nah, just shoot him to wound him, and then I can run up to him real fast and stab him with the rapier a bunch. It's a very bloody ending to this. I mean, come on. Look, we're on tilt at this point, right? We've been fighting monsters for hours, saving villagers. I mean, I'm in a frenzy. I'm liable to become a monster myself. I'm a madman. I'm halfway. I'm a professor. I'm halfway there already. I'm like the mastermind. I'm like, I like to get my hands dirty a little bit every now and again, but I got to swing for the fences when I do it. So, Invisible Man is dead, and that is the victory for us. And that might be like, I think I've played this game. I remember now. Hold on. We played this game 4 times. I think I've played 10 times and I've lost once.
It's hard to lose this game.
It really is quite difficult.
It is hard to lose.
We'll talk about that more in our review, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say thanks for watching, and then Jesse's going to say...
Don't steal some other catchphrase from another YouTube channel.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. And here we are back. I can't do it. This actually...
Look at what Greg has given me to play. Look at the character Greg has given me.
Ooh,
this little paper boy.
Hold on. Let me remove...
I'm like that's the character of all the characters. Yeah, he removed the generalist.
So,
that's how it's going to be for every game.